Hi, I'm Amy Markgraf.
And I'm Kate Monson.
Welcome to our conditioning program. We're going to share with you the basic sequence that we have created. This sequence has come from several years of research and projects that we have conducted. I worked with a class that I did 3 days a week of technique and 2 days a week of conditioning. It works with treadmills and other conditioning equipment, but we looked at this and decided that this isn't always the most optimal arrangement and that we could figure out how to do this much better by using the technique classroom, using dance-specific movement and using that specificity to help dancers still gain and become more efficient in their training.
So as we created this program and it shifted over the years, Bartenieff Laban movement work and principles as well as kinesiological principles started to really integrate themselves into what we were doing. And that is great because we feel like that really supports what we do with the class on every other technique day. So we fold this right into our technique classes once a week.
The specificity of this sequence has allowed the dancers to find somatic practice, kinesiological practice, and as well as a day off of just the mental day-to-day practice of technique. We hope you enjoy the basic sequence, and we hope to bring you more later on. We begin the sequence with the warm-up. The warm-up is the most important part of the sequence. The warm-up prepares the body both physically and mentally. Physically, it's really important to have the body warm, but it also needs to bring oxygen into the bloodstream and into the body. The synovial fluid also needs to be starting to move through the joints and to lubricate those joints to prepare the body to avoid injury. We need to mentally have the body ready for the physical practice that it's going to be having so the dancers can be concentrating and ready for what's going on. The first exercise is the jog. This one's kind of a freebie. You jog down and you jog back, both forward and backwards. This allows you to warm the feet up and use the breath to begin to warm the full body.
For lateral pelvic shift, you're going to run forward 4 steps and then take 4 shifts side to side. Make sure that you're in a true lateral pelvic shift from the base of the pelvis and not hip hiking or freezing the pelvis as you go from side to side. For the undercurve sequence, you're going to run forward 4 steps and then begin undercurving front to back, side to side, and then back to front. This is a perfect time to start warming up your yield to push, reach to pull sequence. As you yield into the floor, come forward on the standing leg and reach and pull onto that standing leg. As you get onto your standing leg with each shift, make sure that you're finding a nice heel to sits bone connection on the back of the leg. Also, as you travel forward, think about the ability to bring the full body forward, that you have a head-foot connection that is coming with you at all times.
A variation of the undercurves is an undercurve with a weighted swing to it. We do the same thing going forward, side, back, with a chasse in between, trading sides, going to the right and then to the left. Nice dancers. Next we have small prances. Small prances begin to warm up the core and to articulate the feet. These are done in parallel and then coming back turned out. The next part of the sequence is upper body spine curves in plie. Dancers begin by running 4 counts forward, assembling in a plie. They will begin to do upper body curves, allowing the spine to circle through the space, allowing the body then to roll up through the spine. Part of what we want to be working on here is allowing the spine to ground and feeling the length through the back of the spine as we support it. Dancers will begin to initiate the head-tail connection by allowing the tailbone to lengthen and ground itself into the space. Dancers will also begin to engage the rotators as they begin to warm up and begin to find that connection as well.
In femoral flexion, you're going to run forward 4 steps and then glisse into a nice, easy femoral flexion. And then glisse again to the other side. As you do this, you can use the arms to kind of help drop the head of the femur down into the joint. This is an opportunity to find some ease in your hip flexors and some ease in the ball and socket of the head of the femur and the acetabulum. Especially as you go through the second time and bring the leg to the side, you want to be careful to let that head of the femur drop down and forward in the acetabulum so that you're not having a hip hike situation going on, preparing you for correct alignment in the future.
We've just completed the warm-up. The dancers have now warmed the core temperature of the body, moved the synovial fluid, and allowed the oxygen to begin moving through the body. And now they are mentally focused to begin the next section of the sequence.